He didn't speak long, and it was brief. We wondered, would he grandstand? Would he speak a little longer? Your thoughts now?
I think he has recognized the inevitability of the sentencing and just wanted to get it over with. Look, we all know what he's like. He could have spoken for 2 or 3 hours. He could have blasted the system. He was advised by Todd Blanche, who's about to become the number 2 person in the Trump Justice Department, by the way. Just dial it back. We will file the appeals. You have great issues on appeals. There's no need to muddy the waters. He's not going to sentence you to anything, so there's nothing you need to try and talk him out of. And for once, the president took that advice. I think I told you that somebody once spoke for 2 hours to me, and I just decided to listen before imposing the sentencing. Obviously, that didn't happen here.
Yeah. But it's also just a testament to the historic nature of him as an individual and politics and his campaign and where he is as a person, all that he's been through with these legal challenges. He's got the mugshot. He's got all these lawsuits. Now he's got a convicted felon title, and it's not stopping anything.
He has overcome all of it. In his own mind, the convicted felon title will go away when the case is reversed on appeal. He has very, very valid appellate arguments. Justice Marchand made many decisions that were controversial that the appellate court could second guess. The statute is of questionable constitutionality. The unfairness of the whole system, where the prosecutor is running for re-election, the judge is running for re-election, they're appealing to the same base from which the jury pool comes. There are many appellate issues here, which not Todd Blanche, because I said he's going to be running the Justice Department, another team of lawyers will raise for the president.
I wanted to read, so I mean, there's a slew of reaction coming in online, but Geraldo Rivera weighed in on this, and he had a lengthy post on X, but I just highlighted a bit of it. He said this: the fact of all the legal cases against Donald Trump, this is the only one that reached a verdict, and sentencing says volumes about those who ruthlessly pursued this president through misuse of lawfare. He has been sentenced to unconditional release, 0 jail time, 0 probation. Still, he is technically a convicted felon, and he will enter the White House as a convicted felon. It's a spiteful process. He calls out lawfare, misuse of lawfare.
First of all, I love him. We worked together for many years at Fox. Yep. He is a lawyer. He's a very smart, passionate guy, and I agree with everything he said. The whole thing was spiteful. The Attorney General of the state of New York, the District Attorney of Manhattan, ran for office telling the voters that they were going to get Donald Trump. That is not the way law enforcement should be managed in this country. You promise to protect people's rights, to protect people's bodies, to protect people's properties. You don't articulate a particular defendant that you're going to get on specious and politically motivated grounds. That's what happened here. Geraldo's right.
Yeah.
Geraldo's not always right, but Geraldo's right.
Well, hopefully the DA will be looking at other criminal-related issues New York City is facing, and criminal activity in New York, and try to clean that up and really put the resources towards that, holding people accountable there.
Can you say Luigi Mangione?
That would be a place to start.
Right.
But also those who are just acting in other criminal manners and inflicting harm on other citizens would be a good place too. But when it comes to the gag order, and we've spoke at length about this, what happens to that now?
Under the law, the gag order no longer exists. So Donald Trump, as a person, whether he was the president-elect or not, is free to say what he wants. In my opinion, the gag order is unconstitutional. Certainly unconstitutional to impose it after the jury trial is over. But this judge imposed it, Trump appealed it, and the appellate court upheld it. There is no gag order from and after today. He's free to say whatever he wants about anybody.
I was wanting to log on to Truth Social to see if he already had a truth post waiting to go.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
What did he want to say about this?
He wanted to attack the judge and the judge's family. He wanted to argue that the judge was beholden to his daughter and her liberal Democrat fundraising buddies, and in order to help them, he skewed his decisions in the courtroom. I believe that that's what the president wanted to say, and we'll find out.
Nothing
soon.
yet.
Yeah,
I just checked.
Information truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.